go ahead and call the council meeting to order. Chief Lloyd, will you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
May I have a roll call?
Ericknick?
Here.
Horton? Here. Berton?
Here.
Heights?
Here.
Thank you.
Can we have a motion to excuse Mr. McKinney, Ms. Shaver, and Mr. Lyons this
So
evening?
moved, Mayor.
Second.
Berton?
Aye.
Ericknick?
Aye.
Horton?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
Can I have a motion to approve the regular council meeting minutes from January 20th?
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Ericknick?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Horton?
Aye.
Berton?
Aye.
Thank you.
I have no report this evening, and Jim doesn't either because he's not here. So, Lucas?
My full report is in your packet, but just a few highlights. The Walter Drain Company has completed codification for 2024 and 2025. The online code has been updated, and a paper copy has been filed with the Lake County Law Library in Painesville. The RFP for urban forestry planning and consulting has gone live. Proposals are due on February 23rd. A complete copy of that notice is available online at fairportharbor.org/notices. Verdantis will have another public engagement session for the comprehensive plan on April 7th at 7 p.m. in this room. Social media advertising will be posted in the near future. And then there will be a special council meeting for February 24th at 6:30 at Village Hall to approve bids for new 4th Street, urban forestry, and the amended appropriations.
You said that's the 24th at 6:30, Village Hall?
Yes,
Okay.
Tuesday of next week.
Gotcha. Okay. Any questions, Lucas? Oh, can we have a motion to excuse the engineer, Alan, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So moved.
Second.
Berton?
Aye.
Ericknick?
Aye.
Horton?
Aye.
Heights?
Aye.
Thank you.
From our fiscal officer, Christine?
Okay, I have nothing to report. The financials, unfortunately, are not ready just yet. UAN, my accounting system, requires me to produce the state's financial report that isn't due until the end of February, but I cannot reconcile January until I do the state report. So next month I'll have everything for you.
Okay, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Safety Committee, Chief Lloyd, will you talk a little bit about the river?
Yes, the river was flat this morning, then this afternoon the jam broke up, so it's the usual spot, just a little bit past Ram Island. I talked to the EMA on the way here tonight, and tomorrow morning I'll put the request in for the cutter. They're probably not going to come out. If they do, it'll only be as far as the Morton Salt Docks because of the dredging.
Gotcha.
And that's with the dredging that you talked about, that'll hopefully alleviate that for future ice jams. We'll keep an eye on it. I beg everybody that lives in the village to sign up for the wireless emergency network system, alerting system, the WENS. That's the way you'll get any flood alerts or any events in Lake County, you'll find out about it.
Right, and I know you've had multiple communications with the Coast Guard and with the Corps of Engineers. I saw 2 separate emails today, so I know you're in constant contact with them. I know that the feds and the folks outside of the village are monitoring and watching what's going on with the Grand and the Chagrin. So I thank you for those efforts.
Thank you.
Okay, legislation tonight, everything will be on first read. We don't have enough to pass legislation. Ordinance number 2025-44, that is still tabled. Resolution 2026-2 20, approving codification of the 2024 and 2025. The commendations I will read, 2026-22. Commendation honoring Lieutenant Hunter Garisick as a 2025 Fairport Harbor Fire Department Firefighter of the Year. Whereas the Village of Fairport Harbor proudly recognizes Lieutenant Hunter Garisick as a 2025 Firefighter of the Year, and whereas the Firefighter of the Year Award is a peer-voted honor presented annually to a firefighter who exemplifies exceptional service, leadership, and dedication within the Fairport Harbor Fire Department. And whereas Lieutenant Garisick was overwhelmingly selected by his peers, demonstrating the high regard in which he is held by his fellow firefighters and reflecting his outstanding character and professionalism. And whereas throughout his service, Lieutenant Garisick has shown unwavering commitment to strengthening the department by encouraging, mentoring, and supporting personnel, constantly striving to help others grow and improve their roles. And whereas Lieutenant Garisick is widely recognized for his willingness to listen, his supportive leadership style, and his genuine dedication to the well-being and success of his colleagues. And whereas Lieutenant Garisick's professionalism, integrity, and steadfast commitment to teamwork embodies the values of the Fairport Harbor Fire Department. And now therefore the Council of the Village of Fairport Harbor commends Lieutenant Hunter Garisick on being the 2025 Firefighter of the Year, expressing its sincere appreciation for his leadership and his outstanding commitment to the safety and well-being of the residents of Fairport Harbor. Commendation number 2026-23, a commendation honoring Officer Christopher Manishi as the 2025 Fairport Harbor Police Department Officer of the Year. Whereas the Village of Fairport Harbor proudly recognizes Officer Christopher Manishi as a 2025 Officer of the Year. And whereas the Officer of the Year is presented annually to a member of the Fairport Harbor Police Department who demonstrates outstanding performance and makes a significant impact on advancing the mission of the department. And whereas Officer Manishi has proven to be a dedicated, reliable, and highly capable officer since joining the department in 2022 as a full-time patrol officer. And throughout his service, he has consistently stepped up during times of need, willingly taking on additional responsibility and offering dependable support to his fellow officer and the community. And whereas Officer Manishi remains proactive in his policing tactics, demonstrating strong initiative, sound judgment, and clear commitment to crime prevention and community safety. And whereas professionalism, work ethic, and dedication reflect great credit upon himself and the Fairport Harbor Police Department. And now therefore the Council of the Village of Fairport Harbor commends Officer Christopher Manishi as being named 2025 Officer of the Year, expressing its sincere appreciation for his service, his commitment to public safety, and dedication to the residents of Fairport Harbor. Commendation number 2026-24, a commendation honoring Auxiliary Officer Larry Longstreth with the 2025 Fairport Harbor Police Department Community First Policing Award. Whereas the Village of Fairport Harbor is proud to recognize Auxiliary Officer Larry Longstreth as a recipient of the 2025 Community First Policing Award, and whereas the Community First Policing Award honors an officer who exemplifies excellence in community policing and the development of community-based programs, reflecting the department's commitment to serving as a community first police force. And whereas Auxiliary Officer Longstreth has been dedicated as a valued member of the Auxiliary Police Unit since 2022, consistently demonstrating a commitment to public service and community engagement. And whereas Auxiliary Officer Longstreth has shown exceptional initiative in his duties, particularly through his involvement in the Senior Welfare Check Program, where his dependable presence and genuine care have strengthened trust and enhanced the well-being of Fairport Harbor senior residents. And whereas his willingness to serve, his professionalism, and his strong focus on community-oriented outreach embody the principles of Community First Police Force and reflect great credit upon himself and the Fairport Harbor Police Department. And now therefore the Council of the Village of Fairport Harbor commends Auxiliary Officer Larry Longstreth on being named the 2025 Community First Policing Award recipient, expressing its sincere appreciation for his service, his commitment to community engagement, and his exemplary dedication to the residents of Fairport Harbor. Commendation number 2026.25. Commendation honoring Lisa Starkey as the 2025 Fairport Harbor Employee of the Year. Whereas the Village of Fairport Harbor proudly recognizes Lisa Starkey as a 2025 Employee of the Year, and whereas Lisa was selected for this honor by her co-worker, reflecting the deep respect and admiration they hold for her professionalism, integrity, and steadfast commitment to public service. Whereas Lisa began her employment with the village on December 3rd, 2001 as an office assistant, and this year marks 25 years of dedicated service to the Fairport Harbor community. And whereas throughout her tenure, Lisa has taken on increasing responsibility and currently serves as an administrative assistant overseeing payroll, purchase orders, water billing, records management, and providing essential support to both the fiscal officer and the village administrator. And whereas Lisa's exceptional organizational skills, professionalism, hard work, and dedication have made her an invaluable asset to the village, operations and her exemplary service continues to enhance the efficiency and effectiveness of local government. And whereas Lisa's commitment to excellence has been recognized previously, having also been named Employee of the Year in 2023. Now therefore, the Council of the Village of Fairport Harbor commends Lisa Starkey on being named 2025 Employee of the Year, expressing its sincere appreciation for her service and dedication to the residents of Fairport Harbor. I think that's it for me tonight. So, thank you all for listening to the State of the Village in that. We have some annual reports this evening. Before I call on those individuals, does council have anything this evening? If not, first up is the Fairport Harbor Marine Museum, followed by the Finnish Heritage Museum. Good evening.
The past year, 2025, was an eventful one for the Fairport Harbor Lighthouse and Marine Museum. We celebrated the 200th anniversary of our site, occupied by two lighthouses, one built in 1825 and then rebuilt in 1871, and currently standing today. We lease the buildings and property from the Village of Fairport Harbor for $1 yearly. The income to sustain the lighthouse comes from memberships, bequests, donations, grants, and fundraising events. We are totally staffed by volunteers. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
As of 12/31/25, we had 173 members, but we're still getting renewals for 2026. Volunteer hours total over 5,000. We have 4,900 followers on Facebook, and we had 5,564 visitors from the United States and overseas. We had visitors from Australia, Italy, Mexico, France, Germany, and Canada. We also had 26 private tours and 2 Friday night lights, and we had 2 groups of paranormal investigators this year. The museum was open from noon to 6 p.m. on Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and all legal holidays from May 23rd to September of 2025. Following is an overview of our activities and accomplishments. February, we had an AED installed, training to follow in the spring. We had new roller blinds installed throughout the museum. Tim Cardina of Painesville Budget Blinds donated the tear down and his labor. Bill Ferroni, volunteer, painted all the museum rooms and the trim. Jean Costello of Costello Heating and Cooling donated the labor costs for our HVAC, which had extensive repairs. And we paid our annual lease. In April, the volunteers received training on the AED at the fire department. Thank you. Karen Bolser, owner of the Creamery and Mini Golf, donated a power wash and painting of the museum's wooden deck. And the golf cart crawl, Melissa Crockett Willis donated $1,500 to us that was raised by the golf cart crawl. April 24th, there was a phone museum with Ohio Magazine for the May-June issue. And we also had a return of one of our oil paintings, which had been in Cleveland at the ICA being restored. That was added to our display in the boat room. In May, we had Harding High School and the middle school art project arranged by Rose Caruso, art teacher, and we co-sponsored and displayed the artwork at the museum and other village locations. May 10th, we had our annual spring cleaning. assisted by volunteers from the Kirtland Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And May 23rd, we opened the museum for the year. We also rededicated the restored USS Michigan mast, and we had proclamations from Mayor Manrose and Representative Dave Joyce. In June, we had 2 television interviews highlighting our 200th anniversary, one on Channel 19 and one on New Day Cleveland. June 23rd, we held our gala at the base of Lighthouse Hill. It was attended by over 140 guests, and it was a beautiful evening, as you all know. July 5th, we marched with our float in the final Mardi Gras parade, themed Thanks for the Memories. June 15th, 16th, and 17th, we hosted 160 young people from the Gilmore Academy Summer Camp. And they were given tours by our ever-patient docents, and they did work hard. August 8th, we attended the launch of the Lake Erie and Ohio River Trail at Geneva State Park, and this is one of the things that is commemorating America 250. So our lighthouse is a site on that trail. And the museum joined the recently established Kiwanis Club. We had visits from 2 restoration companies to assess the tower and suggest possible repairs. September, we had a booth at Community Days. September 29th, John Olala was interviewed by a historian from the United States Lighthouse Society, and this will be aired actually it's already been aired as a podcast. November 10th, we presented a remembrance ceremony for the 50th anniversary of the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald. Keynote speaker was Fairport native Bill Simcoe, who was one of the original crew members on the Fitz. Eddie Binden, who was one of the 29 lost during the storm, was also from Fairport Harbor. Eddie's nieces attended the ceremony and spoke about their uncle. The event was held at the VFW on East Street. We had approximately 300 people. So I know some of you were able to attend. It was overwhelming, and I think everyone really enjoyed participating. The VFW and the United States Coast Guard Auxiliary assisted with the ceremony. And in late November, the mayor, the fire chief, and Fairport police and firefighters decorated the tower and grounds for Christmas. December 6th, we were open for Harbor Holidays and the Grinch's annual visit. And this year there was a 5K run held the morning of the Harbor Holidays. And James Sasek was the winner for Best Costume. He donated his prize money to the museum with the stipulation that he wants us to help pay for the Grinch books for 2026, which we will do. As always, we wish to thank the mayor, the village council, fire and police departments, village maintenance crew, and all the citizens of Fairport Harbor for their ongoing support. With your help, we'll be here for many years to come, telling the stories of Fairport Harbor and the Great Lakes. Thank you.
Thank you, Marty.
And special thanks to you for taking down all the Christmas decorations right before the big storm.
There was a small window. Well, thank you, Marty. Thank you for you and your volunteer efforts and all of your volunteers. Got your work cut out for you tonight, Hanky.
Everybody wants to go home, I don't, so I won't keep it too long. Hi, my name is Hank Pentilla, and I'm from the Finnish Heritage Museum, and I send you greetings from our membership, which stands at about 250 people presently. The Finnish Heritage Museum in Fairport Harbor is a world-class cultural institution with over 1,000 visitors annually. We hope to go to 1,500 visitors in 2026 with the events that we have planned. We provide a local venue for community members to meet and learn about the Nordic people who played a significant role in Northeast Ohio's development. Internationally, the museum is recognized for its efforts to promote cultural awareness and education about Finland and the Finnish diaspora. Thanks to the dedicated work of members such as Ann Poto, the museum has become the country's largest repository of Finnish genealogical records. That's in the United States. Ann Poto's being honored as
Golden Beacon.
as Citizen of the Year for her work in the genealogy department at the museum. We have included establishing partnerships with Fulbright Finland, which supports scholars conducting research in Finland and worldwide. We have 2 Fulbright doctoral scholars associated with the museum. In 2025, the museum hosted several large cultural events open to the community, including a springtime celebration, Vapu, a midsummer recognition, Juhannus, and a winter or Christmas party called Pikku Joulu. Vapu is a traditional national event in Finland. In 2025, the Vapu celebration was held to recognize May 1st and the graduation of students from Fairport Harding High School. The midsummer event was celebrated on the beach with a traditional bonfire. Pikku Joulu was celebrated at Zion Lutheran. The Finnish Heritage Museum's cultural outreach includes support for the Finnish Cultural Garden on Martin Luther King Boulevard. And we participate every year in One World Day in Cleveland. That attendance exceeds 25,000 people and is held in late August. And we are a presence at that event, and it is part of our outreach in bringing people to Fairport Harbor to visit this community. They see us there. We represent the village, I think, very well, and a lot of people, as a result, end up at our museum and populating the businesses and establishments in Fairport. The museum has kept our building in excellent condition. Recently, we have made major repairs to the security system by replacing cameras and monitoring equipment. Lighting upgrades were made to the front of the building and to the lights of the sculpture. We'd like to thank Mike Rowan for his help in clearing the street drain on 3rd Street. Our sewer lines to the building were backed up, and his help was essential in coordinating interior and exterior work on that sewer line. Community service projects led by students from McKinley Elementary School and the high school. The students have maintained landscaping in the flower beds and surrounding areas, and also our maintenance of the Finnish Memorial in the park. We also have assumed the care of the Finnish Memorial located there. It's with great appreciation, again, we thank Mike Roden for helping us with snow removal and plowing, especially this year. We are looking at future projects that we'll be discussing with the village and council, because we're starting a fundraising for installation of an elevator for the building. It would be a tremendous improvement for that building, and I'm personally applying for funds from the state of Ohio to accomplish that improvement. I think we have a very good chance, if not this year, next year, with matching funds from the museum. We have generous donors to make that major an improvement in the building. It will require cooperation from the village, and I think that it would be a great upgrade for that village asset. Village owns the building.
Understood.
And the other thing that we're looking at is major upgrades to our exhibits in the building. We're going to bring all of our exhibits up to the standards of the 21st century and expectations of people that come to museums for the learning experience and to be participatory in those learning processes, and not just be a walkthrough, but actually an engagement, participatory experience. And Lake County Board of Tourism is helping us with that funding, and we hope to realize those improvements in the next year, the year 2026. And like I say, every year we're improving. Our attendance is going up. Like I said, we had over 1,000 visitors last year. We have people from all over the world coming into the museum, and our membership, we have 250 plus members right now. Members are from Washington State, Oregon, California, New York, Florida, and even Australia. We have people consulting. We have packages arriving, international packages arriving for people, for us to examine objects that they have and to comment and on their origins and the history of these objects that they have in their possessions, passed down through family from generation to generation. And a lot of these things come to the museum. It's really becoming, besides genealogy, it's becoming a storehouse of historical artifacts. I want to point out this year, Fairport is got First Friday. They're going to be instituting a series of First Fridays downtown, and the first of the First Fridays is Friday, June 5th. And we have chosen to do our spring festival, Vapu, to coordinate with that first Friday, June 5th. And we'll have music, and we'll have a festival of a Taste of Finland, which will include all types of culinary offerings that are part and parcel of Finland's household traditions. And once again, we sincerely thank the City of Fairport Harbor for their support. The renewal of the levy was a real positive step in us moving forward with a lot of our plans. We wouldn't be able to supply these services to visitors and to the community. We thank the high school. We had a talent show with the high school last year in May, prior to the first Vapu celebration, and both the high school and the elementary school teachers and administration have been very helpful and participated well with the museum. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Hank, and thank you for all that you guys do too. I really love this meeting of the year because we get to see what the two museums do in town, and as residents, it's really easy to take them for granted as they're just buildings that sit on High Street, and oh, that's the lighthouse at the end of the end of High, but they're much more than that, and your dedication, both of your organizations, is greatly appreciated. The kids, whether they realize it or not, and I'm sure many have later on in life, but the interactions that they have with both of your organizations, the depth of knowledge and the caring that you give back to our community is greatly appreciated, and I can't thank you enough for it, so thank you. We're open to the public if the public has anything.
Thank you. My name is Anna Terrell, 402 East Street. The Fairport Harbor Civic Club has been in existence for the last 100 years. During this time, the Civic Club in various forms has provided activities, donations, and scholarships for our neighbors. We have also celebrated excellence in our community with the Citizen of the Year and Golden Beacon Awards. This year, we are thrilled to honor Amy Neff as our Citizen of the Year and Ann Poto as the Golden Beacon Award, as you heard earlier. We welcome you all to attend our celebration dinner next week, Monday, February 23rd at 6 o'clock at the VFW. Doors will open at 5:30. This year, our dinner will be catered by Mama Roberto's, and tickets are $15. I have tickets available if anyone would like one now, or I'm happy to take your name so you can pay at the door. Since we're having it catered, we'd like to have a count so we can be sure we have enough food. We're also happy to have Tim Miller, the Director of the Lake County Stormwater Management Department, Fairport resident and new school board member, as our guest speaker. I also have membership forms that I left on the table if anyone would like to support our organization with your membership. We meet the second Wednesday of the month at the Hungarian Reformed Church. All money from our membership and budget stays in Fairport. I hope to see you at our annual Founders Day celebration dinner next week. Thank you.
Anna, do you know if anyone's gotten the proclamation information to Village Hall yet? Because I don't think we've received it.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, we're going to need that.
I'll double check. I know they were getting it for the commissioners, and just so you know, we're doing one reading of proclamations. There will not be multiple readings. But yeah, I will make sure that we get that to you.
Fair
Yeah,
enough.
we're planning on a short presentation, but just a lovely dinner.
Got it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks.
Anything else? If not, a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Horton,
Aye.
Beckman,
Aye.
Virtual,
Aye.
Price.
Aye.
Thank you.